How do you increase the capacity for retaining visitors who come to your church any given Sunday morning? I go to a lot of churches, and getting through the front doors is always an interesting experience for me because there's a variety of ways that I'm greeted by people. Sometimes they're smiling, they're handing out things. Sometimes they ask me questions, and sometimes they just ignore me. They talk to each other. And so my experiences vary, and I've learned a lot about greeting people because that's really the first line of increasing capacity for retaining visitors. Now, how many visitors you can get during a year can vary, but how many you retain is really the issue. What percentage of your visitors are you retaining? Are you retaining 1%, 5%, 10%? If you're retaining 25%, you're doing extremely well. And so this is where you want to get better. If you want to get better, the first thing you need to do is to choose the most outgoing, personable people that you have in your church who are ready to connect with people who are coming through the door. This is not a place for the introvert. This is not the place for people who are very shy around people. You need socially bold people who are not afraid to engage people personally in conversation when they show up for the first time. You have to remember to train these people too. They don't know what they're supposed to do, but the first thing you need to get into their mind is that everyone who's coming through that door for the first time is asking the question, am I wanted? This is a relationship building step that they are looking for, and your greeters are going to supply that. Teach your greeters first to get their name. When you begin to call people by their first names, they feel like, well, maybe I'm going to be accepted here. The second thing you want to teach your greeters is to connect them to others. It's not just a matter of saying, glad you're here this morning, but if this is your first time, here's so-and-so, and they will help you get seated, or they will help you find the bathrooms or the nursery, or what door to use, or whatever they need as visitors. Because remember, they don't know your culture, they don't know your protocol, they don't know what's expected of them, and they have all kinds of fears that have come from being in other churches maybe, or no church before, so they're kind of worried that they're going to do the wrong thing. By your greeters handing them off to other people to guide them, they can feel more confident, and they can feel like this place really cares that I'm here. So train them to do this. Use the same greeters weekly to help recognize repeat visitors. When it gets to the point of being a large church, you don't always know who's new. But in a smaller church, every time somebody shows up, these greeters will know this is somebody who's been here before, or this is somebody who's never been here before, and we recognize their faces. People make up their mind whether they're going to be coming back to your church within the first 10 minutes. That may surprise you, but that's often true. Before they've heard you preach, or before you've sang your first song, they already have decided that this is a place where I'm going to be accepted or not. So keep that in mind as you think about building your greeting team, that these are your first line of people who are going to help you to increase the capacity for retaining visitors.